I think I see that there are 2 people signed on. If you can hear me, you can just type in the chat. Just want to do a little sound check. Welcome to my kitchen. Hello, anybody that is out there. Feel free to use that chat. I just want to make sure that I am being heard, that sometimes I'm not the best at technology, although Zoom's going great, but I've not done YouTube yet. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat box. Thanks, Mac. Hey, I decided to go for it today, although honestly, most of my actual gym shorts are in the wash, but you know, oops. Awesome, you can hear me, perfect. I wish I could see everybody else, but you get to look at me today, watch me sweat. Thanks. We have Ultraman here. Ultraman is back, and so is Brad. I think that's Brad, yeah. Who else is out there? We have Mac. Mac, did you do my class Sunday? I feel like I might have seen you either Sunday or maybe Tuesday. Either way, thanks for doing class. It's always awesome to see your name pop up. Yeah, awesome. I can't remember which day it was either. I hope Zero's doing well. Andre's just trying to beat the heat. Kicks my butt too. Like sometimes, some days I'm feeling it a little bit more. I've been sliding around on the kitchen floor when it gets really hot, so probably gonna happen tonight. Just so you know, Mac and anybody else out there, we have props today that you're gonna need. So 2 soup cans or lightweight, and a book, preferably like a larger book, something you can press in and out, and something about knee height or hip height. A couch, just fine. And that is all. Everything else is going to be body weight. All right, we have about 5 people here, 6 people here. People are just coming. We have about several minutes. Hey, everybody, and anybody that's just joining. I just wrote the props that you will need in the chat, but I'll just repeat myself as people join. We're going to need 2 soup cans or lightweight. We're going to need a large book, but something not too large, so I want you to be able to press in and out. And something about knee height or hip height, okay? And that can be your couch. Bed, as long as it's not too, I mean, this, we're going to be doing pistol squats, so I want it to be relatively challenging. So sometimes a bed's a little too high. Hope everyone's having a good night. My name is Cyn, and I'll introduce myself again before we get started. If anybody else wants to type in that chat, feel free to. We can chat in the chat box. We can, I'll do my best to go back and forth here. So this class is a mixture of bodyweight movements, a little bit of focus on supersets, and a little bit sprinkled in mobility. Make sure that body's feeling good. Always a good idea to throw in some mobility. If anyone has any questions before we get going, now's the time. And also, just in general, if you have any questions about me, who the heck I am, where I come from. Is anybody outside of Los Angeles here? That's always cool when there's people out of state. Oh, Brad fell. And these nights just keep getting hotter. Now's a good time to work out, though. I think my favorite time to work out is about now when that sun's going down. I've been doing that a lot. I have a little patio here, but unfortunately the floor is just really hot. I definitely burned my feet out there, so not tonight. If anybody wants to share names, pronouns, please feel free to use that chat box. I'm so glad to be filling in tonight. It's been a while since I've talked to anybody from TG-ENBY or seen anybody. So I've been doing my other classes, but this I really missed, and I feel like it's a special little place. One last time, everybody that's here just joining, the props we need, I wrote them out. You're going to need 2 soup cans, 1 large book, and something about knee height. Hey, Elliot. Hey, Ariel. Hope everyone's doing good. Has everyone had dinner? Are you waiting on that? I eat dinner pretty late, so not for me yet. Totally. You got it. I'm really happy to be filling in during your grandpa time. I hope you're doing all right, Elliot. Gotta heal real quick. And you get to watch me sweating my ass off, so it's pretty fun. All right, everybody, we're going to get going in about 2 minutes here. I just want to let anybody that's late get a chance to come in. I always like to have a little bit of water by my side because in my class we're going to be taking little breaks, okay? So I like to just take tiny sips of water. Be right as rain. Yeah, I know you will. We have Ultraman here. So Ultraman's going to be flying on through whenever we're done with our superset, giving us a little encouragement. If anyone has any questions before we get going, let me know. And this class basically is a mixture of body weight movements. I'm going to sprinkle in a little mobility in the beginning so that we feel nice and warmed up. If you need any variations, I'm going to do my best to give some, but if something's not feeling right and you want a variation, just type in that chat box and I'll do my best to check in and give a variation. All right? Things like knee pain, low back pain, you don't want to push through that. All right, everybody. I'm just going to get started here. So welcome to TG-ENBY. It's been a while since I've been able to be here with you all and not yet in this form. Thanks to Elliot for inviting me here. And I hope that you enjoy this class. It's going to get sweaty. We're going to get a full body workout in. And like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know, type in that chat. We're going to get started with a little mobility here. So I want to do some hip movements and kind of get the shoulders warmed up. Love and appreciate you. Miss you all. Seriously. It's crazy times, but it's important to keep moving. And I've been encouraging clients to just keep moving every day, whether that's something simple. I generally like to keep things simple and just focus on taking your time and do what you can do and feel like doing that day. So getting started out here, I want to do a little hip mobility. So I want everyone to get nice and upright here. You're going to get your right leg out in front, left knee bent behind. And basically you want to be seated nice and upright. If you tend to lean forward or back, that's okay. But we're trying to find the right hip, okay? So I want you to take that left arm. We're going to give it a little bit of an outreach, and then we're going to fold that body down. Now, everybody's hips are different, but I want you to just kind of ease into that tightness, and what you're going to do is then walk that torso front and center, and then push the body up from there. So we're making this dynamic, getting into that hip joint, reach across, bend down, bring that torso forward, and then push that body up. It's real important. The hips like dynamic movements to warm up. Sitting all day, gotta get them moving. Outstretch, bring that arm across, bend down. You can get a little extra twist if you need to here. Bring it across and back up. Let's switch sides. All right, let's get that left knee out in front. Right knee bent behind. And now you can use the hands on the ground if you need to. Sometimes this feels like a lot. So you can always use the hands if you need to. I like to bring them up in center. Let's take that right arm, bring it out and across. Bend that towards a good release. The tightest spot being about here. Moving, using that torso as a little counterweight, coming back up. Little reach across, drop into it. And moving out in front, right back up. All right, perfect. On to a little bit of T-spine. So T-spine's mid-back. So what I want to do is just do this really basic movement here called open book. It's important to warm up that T-spine because in any rotational movement, you want that back to be nice and safe. So you're going to get the shoulders stacked with the wrists here, and you're going to get rid of that arch in the back by tucking that pelvis in. Bring that right hand up by the temple. We're going to close the book here and then open the book. When you open that book, make sure the core is tight. Don't shift the hips there, okay? You're just moving as far back as your T-spine can, not the lower back, okay? And then bring it right back to center and up again. Close that book and open that book. And actually, we're going to leave that hand up by the temple and just keep closing and opening here, keeping that core tight. Deep breaths. Exhale on that twist. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's do one more here. Pushing all the way back. Nice little hold. And switching sides. I'm going to flip on over. Hope this is feeling good for everybody. You feel like a good release. Stacking the shoulder to the wrists again. Hand up by the temple. Let's do a closed book. And open. I like to follow the chin with the elbow as best I can. Close. And open here. Especially if we're spending time on the computer, at a desk. This is going to feel really good. This is Andre, my dog. He likes to give kisses. He's going to lie down on the mat, right? Nice and slow turns, and a little rest here. So everybody, this is Andre. All right, so did a little bit of hip movement, a little bit of T-spine. Let's just get going here and get into that workout. All right, so we're going to get started. What I'm going to do is demo the movement first. I'm going to give a little demo, and then we're going to get right into it. Yeah, he's just going to lie here, I bet. But we'll see if I can get him moving if I start moving around like crazy. Andre is cute. We'll get to see him at the end, I hope, if he doesn't run. All right, everybody. So demoing our first superset, lower body. Your cat just did the same, yeah. Animals love it. So we're going to do a full squat, and we're going to grab onto the book here. So now's the time when you hold on to that book. So we're going to do a full squat. You're going to hold that squat, and then you're going to push that book out, bring it in, and then you come right back up. So you're coming down. When you push that book out, you're squeezing that core like crazy, bringing that book in, driving up through the heels. Now the position of the feet, you want to be about hip width apart, but that's dependent on your hips and how everything's feeling. So really pay attention to the core. Then we're going from those right into split squat. So split squat is where your feet don't move. So we're going to be here, and I like a slight forward lean here to tuck in the ribs, and you're going to come down. You're going to really bend the back knee 90 degrees, drive up from there. So we're working the front glute. So this is the glute that's working, and I'm keeping my knee off the ground, driving up from there. When we're ready to switch, I'm going to call it out, and we're going to switch sides. All right? So that's our first superset, okay? Nice and easy. Take your time. You don't have to go at my pace. Go at your own pace here. For a full minute, let's get going. All right, everybody, grab the books. Get into your squat stance. Squeeze that core in 3, 2, 1, and go. Squat, hold. Press that book out. Good. So remember, this is for that core. When you press out, make sure that core is tight. From the side, you're getting rid of the arch in the back, and you're holding on to that squat, holding on to the glutes the whole time. So I like these slow and controlled movements. As far as the depth goes, just go at your own depth. Try to challenge that. Squeeze and press. Good. Not at that minute yet. Take your time. Lug those shoulders away from the ears, okay? Nice and controlled. Pushing those knees out over the pinky toes. 5 seconds. Keep breathing. Already sweating here. 3, 2, 1. Drop that book. All right, not starting the minute yet. We're just going to all get into our little split squat stance. Okay, slight lean forward. Squeeze this glute, the front glute, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Down and press. Okay, so you can't see my front foot that well, but my front toe and heel are planted, all right? So I'm keeping that spread foot, working on squeezing my glute like crazy, contracting the whole time. Perfect. All the way here. Deep breaths. 3 more reps. 2. Squeeze those glutes. 1. Excellent job. All right, let's switch sides here. Left out in front, right behind. Lean forward, deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down and press. I like to take a deep breath at the top. Hold on to that core tension. Exhale when you push up. Deep breath and exhale. Good. Hold on to the glute. Spread that foot tension. 10 more seconds. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1 more. And rest. All right, everybody. Done with that superset. Although we are going to do it again. Flying through here. Yeah, you have that book. That glute book. But have you finished it? So I have not. I should have by now. All right, everybody, hope that felt good. We're going to do that again, so I want to take about a 30-second rest. So on that one, we're finding the glutes, and then we're taking it to single leg work, okay? I know. It's a long book. I kind of just flipped through. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is the Glute Lab book for us personal trainers or anybody else that wants to learn about the glutes and all the wonderful movements you can do to torture people with. All right, everybody. So rest is important, not just talking for the hell of it. We want our rest to restore muscle energy so we get the most out of this second set. Same thing with this second set, all right? So let's grab onto that book. Let's do it again. Repetition. Look over here. All right. Find that core. Find the glutes. Work on that tension. Let's go. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squat stance in 3, 2, 1, go. Squat press. Down and up. Finding those glutes the whole time. Good. Plugging those shoulders away from the ears. I think it's a perfect time to work out. Like I said, that sun's going down, although it's still hot as hell. Good, halfway here. Make sure we're controlling that press. When that book comes away from the body, that core's got to squeeze like crazy. Good. 10 seconds. All the way, pushing those knees out. 3, 2, 1, and drop that book. Find that squat, that split squat stance. All right, lean forward slightly. Deep breath in, fill the belly. Drop and drive. Good. Like I said, that slight lean forward is to take it out of that lower back so that we're not too upright here. We want to tuck in those ribs. Perfect. Deep breath at the top. These are tough. Coming from those squats, you're going to feel those glutes working. Go at your own pace here. Find that balance. 2 more on this side. Last one. Goodness. Let's switch it. About time to switch. Hands together, lean forward, and go. Find that balance. You are going to feel this a little bit in the quad for sure, but not in that knee. We do not want to feel that knee. No pain there. Really bend that back knee and get into that glute. Pushing up through that heel. Doing great, everybody. Stick with it. Squeeze. 3 more. 2, 1, and full rest. Excellent work. Now, Ultraman comes flying through again. I hope that felt good. We got into those glutes, and we're not done with those glutes yet. Now's the time to take a little water, chill out, deep breaths. Perfect. All right, everybody, this is where I want you to find your object that's about knee height. Like I said, that could be your couch. I'm gonna get it set up here. This is my amplifier with weird tiki stickers on it. I got it used. Who knows where it came from? All right, so this next one, we're working on pistol squat variation with a little assistance from this bench. So basically, how I like to start with these is just in this seated position so you can get grounded. Then you're gonna come up from there, okay? This is really gonna work the glute, a little bit of quad, a little bit of hamstring. So we're gonna balance on one foot here. You're gonna bring the arms forward. Now your next step's really important. You have to imagine a wall here that you're sticking your butt back onto. That's your first step. You're squeezing the thighs together. You're coming down all the way. Then we're gonna help ourselves back up. Okay, if there's any of you out there that want to do a tap and a push, please be my guest and go for it. This is just 2 different variations here. So once again, we're gonna reach out, hips back, we're gonna come down, and we're gonna help ourselves up. So we're just focused on the negative there. From those, we're gonna do side lunges. Getting into the side of the glute, we're going to step out. You're going to, once again, sit those hips way back, and then push up from there. So from the side, you step out, hips way back, pushing up from there, feet facing forward the whole time. Is everybody ready for this next superset? I hope so. We're gonna get into the glutes again. Last little lower body superset, okay? All right, everybody, get seated on that step, okay? Come up from there. Whichever leg you want to start with, I'm going to start standing on the right, left out, arms outstretched in 3, 2, 1, hips back, slow negative, help yourself up. So you really have to squeeze the glutes like crazy. Squeeze them as you come down. All right, like I said, you can push up and down if you want that extra little challenge. Otherwise, we're just focused on these eccentrics. Reach. Hips back, squeeze that butt like crazy. Push everything back into the back of the body. Core tight, glutes tight. Really got to work on your own tension here. 2 more on this side. These are a little slower, more controlled. Last one. Good, switching legs. There's always going to be a side that's a little bit more unbalanced. So take your time with it. For me, that's my left. So hips way back and pushing up from there. Arms outstretched. Think of a nice soft landing. Reach, squeeze that glute. So if pistol squats are a goal for you, these are great to start out with. Squeeze. 3 more. Core tight, glutes tight. 2. Last one here. Hips back. Good. Front and center, everybody. Let's get our side lunges. Deep breath in. Take a wide step out. Hips back. Drive up from there. So you're sitting into that glute that's stepping out. Think of really getting a nice stretch and a slow negative. Remember to push that butt back. Drive up. Now this leg does not have to be totally straight. You can always have a slight bend in that knee to get into that glute. Good work. Keep pushing, keep working. 3 more on this side. Squeeze at the top. 2. Squeeze. 1. Good, and switch. Other side here, stepping out. Hips back and press. Really driving up. Make sure we get that depth, okay? If you're not feeling it, you might want to try sinking in a little bit more. Squeeze onto those glutes. 4 more reps over here. Press. 3. Good. 2. Last one. And rest. All right, nice work. If there are any questions on that, now's the time to ask. We're going to take our 30-second rest. Hope everyone's having fun. So any single leg movement is going to feel tough. It's a lot of balancing going on, but those are really important to add to the routine. I'm already sliding around on the kitchen floor. Really sweaty. All right, nice deep breaths. We're going to do those again. That same superset one more time. 2 minutes of work, then we're done for the most part with the legs. Booty, yes. Getting it out of the way first, then moving on to upper body. All right, everybody, let's do this. Get seated, find that position. Remember the feet totally planted. Big toe and heel. Let's do this. Outstretch and go. Hips back, tap, and press. It's very normal to have a fear that this is not going to be there when you sit back, but I can assure you if it's an object, it's going to be there, unless there's an asshole in the house that wants to move it from underneath you. Squeeze the glute. Good. Tap. Yeah, so what I just did, I was a little off balance, and I used my foot to kind of tap me back into place. Squeeze. One more rep here. Squeeze. And switching sides. Out. Hold on to the glute and come down. Help yourself up. Tension is everything. Starting out with tension, driving the hips way back. Good. Don't come down until you have that balance, okay? Because if you're off balance at the top, it's going to feel real tricky on that knee. 2 more reps here. Last one. Perfect. All right, side lunges, everybody. Get set and step out. Sink into it, press. Get that depth. Full depth here. Try not to cheat on these reps. Really get into it. Hips way back. Good. Squeezing onto the core at the top. Control. Perfect. Squeeze the butt. 2 more reps. Sink in, press. 1. Sink in, press. Switching sides. Together and go. Out and up. Nice amount of tension in the glutes there. Squeezing at the top. Full depth. Pushing the hips back. Good work. Squeezing at the top. Let's do 3 more here. 2. And last one. And full rest. Excellent work, everybody. Nice job. Done with that superset. Halfway done. Good work. All right, hope that felt good. Take a nice deep breath here. I'm going to go over our next upper body and core movement here. So I like to add in a good amount of core to the workout. You can get that step out of the way. All right, perfect. So this little superset, pew pew. This little superset, we're doing core. So one is an anti-rotation movement, and one is just a simple corkscrew. So we're getting into the obliques on the second one. So with the shoulder taps, you want to make sure, just like we started, the shoulders are stacked with the wrists, okay? If anybody has any wrist pain or issue, you're going to do this like this on the forearms, like a plank. And what you're going to do is you're going to reach back, tap, reach back, and tap. Otherwise, you're going to do your standard shoulder taps, which looks like this. Okay, see my back? So I don't want to start here. It's going to be really hard on my lower back. I want to push and protract and squeeze my butt like crazy. Then I'm going to tap right side and down. Okay, left side and down. That's all we're going to do. And I really want you to focus on squeezing this like never before, making sure not to rotate the hips as best you can. From those, we're going to go into corkscrews. So here, hands planted behind you. This gets those obliques. So for those obliques, you got to get a nice little stretch in them before you get going. That's what really gets some work in. So we're going to lean back and stretch, and then you're going to lean forward slightly, lean back, tap the heels. So I'm bringing my knees to either side of my body here. If you feel any pain in the lower back, you can just shorten that angle. Up and tap here, up and tap. So it's a really small movement, working on those obliques. All right, let's do this. Remember to squeeze that core like crazy, squeeze those glutes like crazy. Have some fun. Get into that shoulder tap position. We're just doing 45 seconds on this one. Get ready, set, and go. Tap one side, down. The other, down. So make sure we're pushing the ground away from us. Tightening up those glutes as you go. Imagine a ball on your lower back that you don't want to roll off. Squeeze that core, squeeze the glutes. Good. The side that's lifting, that's the side that you should really feel working. Tight, tight, tight. 3 more taps. 2, 1, and flipping over. Dripping sweat here. Lean back, tap the heels. One side, tap the heels, the other side. So I don't know if you can quite see, but I am bringing my knees to either side of my body as best I can. Tap and pull. Tap and pull. Really contract the core, squeeze it at the top. These are tough. Coming from those shoulder taps. Working the core. 2 exercises in a row. Really get that extra squeeze at the top. Nice. 3 more. Squeeze. 2, 1. And rest. Nice work, everybody. You might not be able to see, but it's just pouring out right now. Awesome. Hope everybody got that core. How's everybody feeling with that? Take a little sip of water because we are going to do that again. On those shoulder taps, like I said, make sure we're pushing those shoulder blades apart. Really pushing the ground away from us. And focused on this tension the whole time. Squeezing the glutes the whole time. Does anybody have any music going on there? Usually have some music. I couldn't figure out how to do it. But hope everybody's listening to some good jams. All right, let's get ready to do this. Second set. More tension the second time around. Always focus on that tension. Get that core. Don't let it go. In 3, 2, 1. Retract and tap. Now my feet are slightly apart here. If you want an extra challenge, you can bring them close together. If you need a little less of a challenge, just bring them apart. Tight core the whole time. You can kind of see the lower back wants to do some work. You try to take it out of the lower back the whole time. Don't let it kick in as best you can. Squeeze the butt. 10 seconds, you got it. Tap that shoulder. Tap and down. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and flip. Hands behind the body. Nice lean back and drive. Tap and pull. Stretching the obliques. Squeezing at the top. Perfect. The cutoffs are supposed to be cooler, but these feel hot. Nice. Strong pulls there, really bending the knees, drive them up. 10 seconds, everybody. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And rest. Oh my goodness. Sweating it out. Ultraman flying through here. Nice work on that superset. Excellent. Take a little breath. Take a little water. We're not done yet. Okay, deep breaths here. We got 2 more supersets, then you're done. So one's a little bit more chest, one's back, and then we got a little bit of extra cardio, and that's it. All right? So I love eccentric push-ups, and I'm going to show you different variations of these. So eccentric is just a fancy word for the negative of a movement, and why those are really great to focus on in almost any movement is because it works on stressing out the muscle a little bit more. So if you are into being sore the next day or the day after, eccentrics are a great way to do that. But also just a great way to get stronger. So let's focus now on the push-up. So what you're going to do is if you have too much wrist pain in a standard high plank, you can do these on the knees, and you can still do the eccentrics. Oh, you can do a big kiss. I know. I think my sister's going to help me out. Andre, go over there. You're such a good boy. So on the eccentrics, good boy. We're going to, if you're on the knees, you're going to still do the eccentric. Take it nice and slow. Tap down on the ground. Push back. And then get set up like this, okay? For everybody else, you're going to be in this high plank position, the same way as you started the tats. I'm going to take it down nice and slow. Watch my back. I'm keeping it nice and flat. Then I let myself down softly, and then I push back into child's pose, and I help myself up from there. If you want a little extra tricep, you can do a diamond, and that's going to get you a little bit more into the triceps, okay? So hand position's up to you. I'm going to take that nice and control, and then I want to get into the back. So from there, we're going to get down, and think of your body in this position here, head facing down. You're going to lift. You're going to point through the toes. You're going to lift the arms up. You're going to squeeze the mid-traps. You're going to press out with the pinkies. Drop everything down. So it's a lift. You push the toes all the way out and away from the body. Squeeze, out, and then drop. So each repetition, we're focused on tension there. All right? All right, let's do this. Andre, I'm going to carry you out. Get out of here. Good boy. Okay, so let's get into this push-up position. Get set, eccentrics. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Down nice and slow, and back. He's never done this before. I think he's just, I'm going to see if I can do this with him. Down nice and slow. Nice and controlled. Pushing back. So really focus on pushing those shoulder blades apart, squeezing that core as you come down, pushing the hips back. Nice and controlled. Push all the way, slow negative. Getting back onto the hips. Squeezing that core as you go the whole time. Also focus on that glute tension. Glutes tight, all the way down. One more, everybody. You can do that. I know are tough. Shoulders apart. Slow drop. Excellent. Stay right there. Okay, now our thumbs are up. Feet squeeze together. Glutes tight. Lift the arms up. Pull in. Extend and drop. Arms up. Squeeze mid-traps. Out and down. So I'm really squeezing my butt here to protect my back. Lifting, plugging everything down, out. Good. So we're getting a little rest in between each rep. Focus on the mid-traps. Nice and controlled. 4 more reps here. Core tight. 3. Squeeze. 2. Squeeze. Last one. Up. Squeeze. Slowly come out. And rest. Nice work. All right. Andre left, so let's be quiet. See if he comes back. I think it has probably something to do with my sweat as well. He wants to lick me, but he doesn't usually. He gives affection, but not quite like that. All right, take tiny sips of water, everybody. We're going to do that again. So it's a great one to do. It's a great little superset because we're getting into the chest and then getting into the posterior chain. All right, make sure on those prone Ys that we're really squeezing the mid-trap. So right about here. I don't want anyone to feel it too much or at all in the upper trap. So we're trying to pull everything down away from the ears on that one, all right? That's important. All right, you ready to do this? Let's get to work. Almost there, everybody. Come so far. Find that high plank. Squeeze that butt like crazy. Retract and go. All right, see how I'm keeping my elbows slightly in? That's really important that they don't flare out. Nice and control. Soft landing, pushing back. So if push-ups a goal of yours or just strengthening the push-ups, this is a great one. Stacking. That tension in the glutes and the core has to be there the whole time. If you think you're squeezing hard, squeeze harder. Down. Good. 20 seconds. You can do it. Couple more reps. Slow. Landing. Good. Last one. Really slow, everybody. Get set. Slow. All the way. Slow it down. Slow, slow, slow. Good. All right. Stopping there. Thumbs up. Feet together. Lift and pull. Extend and down. Lift the chest, pull in, extend, and down. Now that core should be real tight. Deep breath in here. Hold on to that core tension. Stay out of the upper traps. Glutes tight as can be here. Good, 15 seconds, everybody, control. Squeeze at the back. You got it. Up and squeeze, out and down. 2 more. Last one. And rest. All right, nice work there. Take a break here, everybody, nice job. Look at that. Ultraman flying through, telling you you've reached that last superset. All right, this is where I want you to grab those 2 soup cans or lightweight. And we're going to finish with a little extra cardio, little burnout, and something for the shoulders. All right, so grabbing onto the lightweight. These have to be lightweight or else you're really gonna have a hard time pushing through. You can also do just body weight here. So body weight's just fine. Make sure that those shoulders stay away from the ears. And we're just gonna do punches to finish off. So punches here, we have a staggered stance. If you're right-handed, your left foot's forward. If you're left-handed, your right foot's forward, all right? Getting nice and grounded position here. Arms come up. And we're gonna do our punches one at a time. Now from the side, you can see I'm really just pushing my shoulder blade out. I'm letting it glide. I'm not keeping it stuck here, okay? So that's real important. We're gonna do that for a full minute, right into a little extra arms, lateral raises. So with these lateral raises, I'm keeping my elbows slightly bent, and I'm keeping my wrists nice and straight, all right? All right, everybody, let's do this last superset, and you're done. 1 minute each. Get those cans or body weight. Hands come up by the face. Block that face in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so we're getting that nice movement here from the side. Really pushing the shoulders out, letting them glide nice and easy. One at a time here. So with boxing movements, make sure to keep that core real tight. Nice and tight core. Hands come right back to the face. And notice I'm rotating my wrists as well. Like I said, that weight's going to start to naturally feel heavy, but you'll know it's too much because it's getting a little bit into the neck. 15 seconds. Stick with it. All the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lateral raises. So this is really going to burn out those shoulders. Take your time with it. Squeeze at the top. Try not to come higher than parallel here. Squeeze the back muscles the whole time. Good. This is a great little superset. Lateral raises are great because you don't need heavy weight. You can really get into those shoulders. 20 seconds, stick with it. Nice and controlled. Nice and upright. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. You're going to want to drop those weights after that. Nice job. Take a little rest here. We're going to do that again. Take about 20, 30 seconds. Shake out those arms. Awesome work. So on those punches, hands come back to the face. One arm's out. That other one is blocking the face, and we switch, okay? It's a great little way to get some cardio. If you don't want to, go jogging, things like that, then, grab some cans and just punch it out into in intervals. Really good way to get that heart rate up. All right, nice deep breath. Let's do this last superset together. Then we're going to cool it down. Grab the cans. Get ready to work here. Hands up in 3, 2, 1, go. Last superset, give it all you got. Pushing through. Core tight. Now I'm on the balls of my feet here. I'm staying light on my toes. So I'm not canceling out the lower body. I'm keeping it moving. Damn, I feel those shoulders. Don't know about you. Definitely feel them. Squeeze that core the whole time. Nice, everybody. 20 seconds here. You got it. Like I said, if you need to drop that weight, do so and finish. 10. You can do it. Stick with it. All the way. 3, 2, 1, and lateral. Right into it. Okay, if that's feeling too much, you can do front. You can kind of switch it off if you need to. Otherwise, stick with it. Almost there from the side. Slight bend in the elbows. You got it, everybody. Let's go. All the way. Let's finish together. Nice and strong. Excellent. 20 seconds. That's it. Keep tension in the back. Deep breaths. Good. Pushing through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Excellent work. Now you're just going to shake it out. And I want to do a little cool down. Great work, everybody. Nice job today. You made it through that superset galaxy. Okay. I like to do a little mobility. I'm soaking. So a little bit of mobility. Also just a nice little static stretch at the end. So this mobility movement's great for those shoulder blades. We are going to get our palms up like this. And I want you to spread the shoulder blades apart here. You're pushing them away from each other. Then you're going to retract and then squeeze. Okay, so it's really important to create some healthy movements in the shoulder. I'm finding a lot of people are holding tension in the upper traps and or waking up with like a knot in their back. And that's because we're at home, so we're understandably probably on the computers more. So create that movement in the shoulder blades. Make sure we push through, squeeze and pull. So you push, you squeeze and pull. Last one. Push, squeeze, and pull. Excellent job. All right, a little bit of a glute stretch here. Little static stretch I like. You're gonna come onto the back like this. Okay, we're gonna lift both knees up. You're gonna take the right leg, cross it over. So I'm bringing this ankle up by the knee, and I'm grabbing through, and I'm pulling. So I'm trying to find my right glute here. And with this leg, you can bend it 90 or straighten it, whatever feels best. But mostly you're driving this foot into that knee. And rest right there. Deep breaths. Relax. If you want more of a stretch, take that right hand and push that knee down. Otherwise, hold that there. Excellent job. Switching sides. Then left up. And grab through. Grab that hamstring and relax. Push that knee up into that ankle. Hold that stretch. Deep breaths. All right, and fully relax. All right, everybody. Excellent job. Thanks so much for coming. So good. That was hard. Yes. It was hard for me too. I was sweating like crazy. Supersets are definitely mean. I will be that daddy any day. Supersets all day. I'm just mean like that. If you have any questions about any of those movements, you can feel free to email me or Instagram, Cyn_the trainer. Thanks again, Elliot. There's a squirrel outside Andre's going to get. Thanks again, Elliot, for inviting me. So Elliot's going to be doing a class next week. Shoulders, I believe. Am I right on that? And I was so glad to be able to do this tonight and chat with everybody. So thanks so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you. If anyone has any questions, like I said, wants to talk muscles, I'm here. Shoulders, yes. Yeah, okay. So Ellie's doing shoulders. We get Andre up here. If anyone wants to see my dog, Andre, he can come back out. Oh, yes. If tips are very, very appreciated. My Venmo Cyn_Koch, Koch. Thank you so much. This is my dog, Andre. He's been a good boy. He likes working out with me. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great night. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Take care of your body and do something simple every day. Whether that's, going on a walk or getting some push-ups in. Just keep it nice and simple. Awesome. All right, take care, and I will see you hopefully soon. Bye, everybody.